What's up, dudes and dudes to the internet? My name's Seth, and today we're gonna be taking a look at Spaceship Shooter. It's another roguelike. I mean, is there really even a surprise? Like, I love playing roguelike games, man. I just never really can have the extra time to record them on the channel, but like record a full series. But anyways, links will be in the description for everything about this game. It's a cute, adorable, very accessible roguelike, which is why I actually like this one. It gives you a difficulty meter, and even on very easy, I keep getting my butt kicked. Then there's also going to be a bunch of unlockable characters, but we're gonna start with this guy who has HP and accuracy 4 out of 5. Is 5 the maximum then? His skill is grenade, so all the area characters would end up having different balances to them, I guess. Maybe there'd be a melee character and stuff like that. Anyways, as we're hanging out here with all these unlikely characters, I do want to point out that I already unlocked this guy as I was kind of just going through the main mission, and then I ended up dying. I'll explain all the stuff on the top left and top right of our bars eventually, but as of right now, I also want to point out that I found this Game Boy randomly inside a dungeon as well that ended up going into this guy's menu. So I guess, well, his room, not his menu. So I guess after we end up collecting all of them, he's going to end up giving us something worthwhile. So let's just get right to the run. This game actually has some really interesting mechanics. Again, that make it very accessible, which is what I like. Every time you go into a room, it's going to be kind of a little bit more like a challenge, and then there's going to be different objects in the environment that you can use to your advantage or to your disadvantage. So as you saw right there, we got to actually use that explosive very effectively against the enemies. Items like this are going to be in the environment as well, and you can press the use button and actually push them. So there's going to be something like that. There's this explosive right here that we could shoot. This lamp right here we end up actually throwing, and it's a nice free explosive with some extra damage. All the different 3 types of currency are going to end up all doing different functions. So the gold one is actually required to open chests that are on the field, while the C ones, there's one of those gold like key card thingamabobs right there. We can also throw our grenade as this character. That's what I just did right there. But this currency that we're grabbing off of all these dudes, hopefully we're gonna find one of the things that we can actually interact with. It's gonna be an arcade machine, and that machine is actually going to end up giving us different perks that we can then carry out with our character. Either it's going to be a positive or a negative, or a positive and a negative effect. Also, you have infinite ammo, which is something that I kind of like, nearly as I can tell. I think every time we actually are picking up, let's actually, ooh, we got a minigun. Ooh, that's actually a really nice roll. No, we don't have infinite ammo. Okay, rip me. I thought that we did, because I just kept reloading all the time. Anyways, thanks for getting me out of here. They've almost taken my wares. Find me in the bar if you need real guns. See, there you go. That's really interesting, isn't it? So let's grab this gold key card right here. Also grab ourselves the extra ammo because we need it. Boom! I got hurt right there really, really badly. I want to also be careful about these guys right here. I'm playing with a mouse and keyboard, which normally I wouldn't do for these types of games, but I mean, it just makes sense, doesn't it? So let's open this, and what is this that we just got here? Oh, we got a special power-up ability. So this is going to be a one-time use object, which I'm assuming it's going to be an AoE explosion. Nope, it was actually shooting, like, straight in front of us where we were actually aiming. So I should have actually used that, I should have used that on the enemy, but whatever. I didn't end up doing that properly, but who cares? This weapon is actually a really, really good one, considering how early we are in the game, though. I never found anything like this before. Is it just the one enemy? Enemies detected. Yeah, that's just the one enemy. So in order to actually progress through to the next area, we would need to kill all the enemies. Here's one of those arcade machines right now. So we don't have enough of the coinage. This is gonna be the one that's in the top right. But you can see it's actually pretty cool where this game gives you 2 different advantages for the same price. So we've got grenade throw range is increased by 30%, or grenade casualty radius is increased by 20%, meaning that the radius, the blast radius of it is going to be increased. Then we got one like this, where the reload speed on the grenade is faster, but the grenade damage is reduced by 10%, or grenade damage increased by 20%, and reload grenade damage, reload grenade speed is slower. So a lot of advantage and disadvantage equipment that you're gonna just kind of have to balance out yourself. Do you actually take that extra damage, or what? You know, but it's really well designed. Like, that's one thing I'll say about this game, is I really actually enjoy the way that it's designed. So we're gonna use that gold key card so that we can end up getting some extra ammo right there. And then, of course, as we're progressing further and further into the game, not only are there the different characters and stuff like that, but there's also going to end up being different weapons. And by different characters, I mean the different characters you can play as, but also the different characters inside the bar area, which are going to end up giving us different advantages, letting us buy different equipment and stuff like that. I don't know if you can actually just warp back to the bar at any point. That was one of those weird collector items. Oh boy, we're in trouble. Oh, we are in trouble. I don't know whether or not, like, yeah. I'm supposed to be throwing a lot more of these things in the environment, but as you can see, it's one of these crazy bullet games as well. Also, I didn't notice that acid on the ground was actually going to cause us some crazy damage. Ay. So we got our arcade machine right here. Still can't afford anything because it's actually super duper expensive. Bloink! What is that? So that's going to be a passive ability. Not exactly sure what that was. Like, what did that just give us? I don't know. But whatever, that's okay. Wow, that thing ended up causing lots and lots of damage, actually. That was a nice chain reaction. It seems like the enemy's projectiles, when they die, can actually hurt them as well. So that's pretty cool, dude. It means we can end up actually using the enemies against themselves, which I really, really like. Like, again, you know, this game is one of those where it's so simple. Is why I actually enjoy it very, very much. You know, like, it's designed very, very well. So anyways, we'll also try and see as well if I end up actually dying. Yoink! I need to heal up because our character only has 4 hits, so you gotta be careful about that. But yeah, you can actually, like, when you end up dying, that's where that crystal currency ends up coming into play. Oh, so that power-up that we ended up getting, the passive in the top right, it's actually giving us a reflective shot, which you can actually see based on the little pixel art on it. It's actually showing like a zigzagging shot projectile to it, right? So that's pretty cool, you know, kind of a pretty cool, whoops. I was worried about that, whether or not we were gonna be able to throw that thing right into our own back. Oh well. So these we can seemingly, like, seems we can just activate those without ever having to worry about, like, it costing or anything like that. That was lucky. Or was it skill? Let's open this right here. We got ourselves another ability, which is going to give us something up. Damage ×2. For how long? Permanently or temporarily? Because that's what I'm curious about. It doesn't really seem like you can actually, like, destroying the boxes doesn't really seem to do anything. I think it's just acting as temporary cover. Ooh, we got a new weapon here, which is causing a lot more damage and is a lot more accurate, but I don't know if I like it as much as our crazy minigun. I like our minigun more. Okay, bloop, let's get out of here. See whether or not we end up, do we ever end up actually warping back to the bar? Or is there a way that we can actually just do that? I don't know. Oh, we got a boss here. We got a boss to deal with. Okay, this is gonna be interesting. Wow. Okay, so if we slowly rotate around him, we can actually just dodge his attacks pretty easily. Like, I'm surprised that this guy actually has, like, a proper bullet pattern, which is nice, you know? Whoa, okay, he's changing it up. He's changing it up. He's shooting a projectile that is then exploding into a bunch of more projectiles. Man alive, but I am really happy that we ended up picking this gun to actually damage this guy, though. Because we were pretty much just shotgunning him in the face, weren't we? Yoink! I think I was saying earlier, these crystal currency is actually going to be used to respawn. So, new character? Thanks for getting me out of here. Unlocked the spy. Ooh, cool! Okay, that's neat. I like that. Do we get to go back to the bar now? Or do we have to die on our run in order to actually do that? Maybe we do, maybe we don't. I don't know. I mean, I guess I could just end up dying just so that we could end up trying it out. But whatever. The whole point too, though, again, like, we got such a nice roll here. I'm kind of addicted to it. Okay, well, anyways, let's just go to restart. Whatever, forget it. What's the spy got? Spy has less accuracy, but you can throw down a turret. Oh, and that's gonna cause damage. Also, her default gun, I think that's actually just the same as the other character. Maybe I'm dead wrong about that. A1. So this is going to be this dude right here. Seems like the crystal currency ends up carrying over as well. Aha, because you can use that. There's where the roguelike aspect comes in, because we can actually use that to purchase any of these upgrades for a temporary run. I'm assuming that this stuff is temporary. Like, it's not like we're going to permanently increase our max HP by 2 for the entirety of the game. Ticket level 3, ticket level 4, not exactly sure what those are, but they're very, very expensive. We can't afford any of these other guns, unfortunately. Hey, dude, you can have whatever you want. If you have crystals, of course. Ah, you jerk face, I'll shoot you in the leg or something like that. Okay, let's test out this spy character and her turret before we end up calling it a day, everybody. Again, links will be in the description for everything about this game. I'm actually really enjoying this one. Like, I'm very surprised. Very pleasantly surprised. Like, it seems like so simple and so easy, you know, but that's also because we're playing on the easy difficulty, which also makes the game, you know, that much more appealing to me as well, because while I like roguelikes, I'm not good at them. I'll openly admit that. So our turret actually seems to be really, really bad, surprisingly enough. Does it take our ammo? I don't think that it does. So it is just extra damage, which I guess makes it okay. And it seems like we can cast it pretty often. But yeah, I'm actually surprised at the fact that it only does like 1 damage. Hello, random dude. Is he evil? Looks like we got another, is that another character unlocked already? Because that's cool. We got really, really lucky with that roll then. Unless it's because we've done continuous rolls that they're giving it to us right away. Thanks for rescuing me. Find me at the bar when you're ready. Law and order. Okay. I don't know what that guy is. I'm more interested to see what he is than actually complete the full run. So he's not a character. He's not a character. What are you then? Long time ago, my brothers in arms left me dying on the battlefield. I survived, but I'm a hermit since then. Okay. Though they don't know, I've still got to transfer to their den. Go and give them what for if you want to get some goodies. So is this going to be, that's interesting. Like, is this going to be a side quest type of thing? Or is this going to be an area where you could just rush in here to end up getting a lot of currency? But of course, it's going to end up being a lot more challenging. Maybe that's going to end up being the trade-off. They actually have barriers that they can place down. Okay, that's not good. Ow! Dude, you guys are hurting me a lot. You guys are hurting. Jeez Louise. So yeah, I guess you're supposed to actually come into this area a little bit more prepared. Are we getting a lot of currency? Is that the trade-off? I don't know. Maybe that room just generated very unlucky. I don't know, dude. Like, it just seems like maybe we're gonna end up, oh, these guys are dropping these crystals. Okay, yeah, so this is like a bonus difficult area that you could jump into at the beginning of a run just for the sake of actually getting your hands on more resources, I guess. Whoopsie daisy. Well, I kind of ended up doing that okay, but I'm a little bit slow at the controls. Seems like we can actually use, like we can throw like our grenade like right in their face and just, oh man, I'm really bad at this game. Okay. Shoot their projectiles. That's why I actually meant to say not throw our grenades. Rip me. Okay. I will be strategic. This is still really cool though, but it's kind of scary at the same time. I'm wondering what the game would end up actually doing on a harder difficulty. Would the enemies just become bullet sponges and just take 5 years to die? Or would they end up actually being a lot more aggressive in their tactics and walking around the environment and shooting us a lot more often and stuff like that? I'm not exactly sure, dude, but I'm very interested to know. Whoa, okay. Oh, some enemies we can shoot their projectiles. Some of them, not these guys. Okay. So, pretty cool, though, that they actually have us actually getting, like, more and more currency. I wanted to die there just so I could see, why can we not revive? I was able to revive the first few times. Maybe we can't revive in this area. Oh, so straight up it is a challenge zone where I'm guessing we would have to complete it in order to survive and get out of there with the currency. Because otherwise, yeah, otherwise we lose a lot of it right there. Okay, well anyways, that's still really, really cool, and that's actually a really nice design. More roguelikes could actually learn from having something like that. And also, I really like that the progression in this game is very fast, because otherwise, you know, most roguelikes, it takes like 5 million years of you doing the same starting area over and over and over again before you end up actually having access to some of the later game gear, which it does look like, you know, all of this stuff is really, really expensive, of course, but that doesn't mean... Ooh, that doesn't mean that we're not necessarily progressing quickly, right? But any case, Thanks so much for watching, everybody. Links will be in the description for everything about this game. Check it out for yourself. And I would very much appreciate if you would like, share, favorite, and subscribe for more daily content. Sign on, stay epic, everybody.